My name is Charlotte, and I raised my daughter Madison as a single mother for 28 years. I thought we were close. I was wrong. Mom, seriously, your room smells awful, Madison said, wrinkling her nose as she stood in my bedroom doorway. Like old lady and mothballs. It's disgusting. I looked up from folding laundry. Madison, that's hurtful. It's honest, she shot back. When are you going to update this place? It's embarrassing. My mother, Grace, sat in the living room listening. She was 86 and had been staying with me for the past 3 months while recovering from hip surgery. Madison, your mother works hard, Grandma Grace said softly. Whatever, Madison rolled her eyes. I'm just saying, some people know how to make something of themselves. That stung. I worked as a hospice nurse, long shifts, modest pay. Madison had become a pharmaceutical sales rep, making 6 figures. I'm proud of my work, I said quietly. Sure, Mom. Keep telling yourself that. Over the next few weeks, Madison's comments got worse. God, Mom, do you ever look in a mirror? She asked during Sunday dinner. Your hair is so gray. You look ancient. Madison, Grandma Grace snapped. What? I'm helping her. You're being cruel, I said. Madison laughed. You're too sensitive. This is why you're alone. My mother pulled me aside later that evening. Charlotte, I need to tell you something. What is it, Mom? Madison came to see me last week, she said. She asked about my will. My stomach dropped. What did she say? She said you weren't capable of handling finances, that I should leave everything directly to her. Grandma Grace's eyes filled with tears. She said you'd waste it all. That's not true, I whispered. I know, honey. She squeezed my hand. But there's more. She said if I left anything to you, she'd contest it. She said she'd prove you were manipulating me. I felt sick. Mom, I would never. I know. But Charlotte, I'm worried. Madison isn't the girl we raised. The next day, Madison stopped by while Grandma Grace was napping. We need to talk, Madison said, closing the door. About what? About Grandma's estate. She crossed her arms. I know she has money. The house in Palm Springs, the investments, everything. Madison, that's not our business. It's absolutely my business, she snapped. I'm her granddaughter. You're just the caregiver. I'm her daughter. A broke daughter who lives in a dumpy apartment. Madison's eyes were cold. I deserve that inheritance, Mom. I've made something of myself. You haven't. Get out, I said. You can't kick me out. This isn't even your apartment. Grandma pays half your rent. That was true. Mom helped with my expenses. I'm done with this conversation. Madison leaned in close. You better not turn Grandma against me, because if you do, you'll regret it. After she left, I sat in shock. My own daughter was threatening me over money that wasn't even hers yet. Grandma Grace emerged from her room. I heard everything, Charlotte. Mom, I'm so sorry. Don't apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. She sat beside me. But we need to act. Madison has shown her true colors. I called my friend Robert the next morning. He was an estate attorney I'd met through my work. I'd cared for his father during his final weeks. Robert, I need help, I said. What's going on, Charlotte? I explained everything. Madison's cruelty, her threats, her obsession with the inheritance. That's elder abuse territory, Robert said. Financial exploitation, or attempted exploitation anyway. Has she tried to isolate your mother? She told Mom that I'm incompetent, that I can't handle money. Classic manipulation, Robert paused. Look, I can't represent you directly since we're friends, but I know someone who can. Janet Reeves. She specializes in estate planning and elder protection. 2 days later, Grandma Grace, Robert, and I met with Janet in her office. Mrs. Wellington, Janet addressed my mother. Tell me what you want. I want to protect Charlotte, Mom said firmly. Madison has become someone I don't recognize. She's cruel to her mother. She only visits me to ask about money. Do you have recordings of these conversations? Janet asked. I do, I said. I started recording on my phone after the first threat. I have 3 conversations where Madison explicitly discusses the inheritance and threatens me. Janet's eyebrows rose. Good. That's very good. Is that legal? I asked. You're in California, so yes, one-party consent state, Janet explained. These recordings show intent to manipulate and financially exploit. They also demonstrate Madison's character. What can we do? Mom asked. Several things, Janet said. First, we revise your will immediately. Second, we document everything. Third, if Madison escalates, we file for a restraining order based on elder abuse. I want Charlotte to have everything, Mom said. The Palm Springs house, my investments, my savings, all of it. Mom, you don't have to. Yes, I do. She gripped my hand. You've cared for me, loved me, worked yourself to exhaustion for years. Madison has shown me who she really is. Over the next week, we worked with Janet to restructure everything. Mom's estate was worth more than I'd realized, nearly $2 million. The Palm Springs house alone is worth $800,000, Janet said. Plus she has $900,000 in investments and $300,000 in savings. I felt dizzy. I had no idea. Your mother lived frugally, Robert said. She invested well. Charlotte, Mom said, I want you to have the life you deserve. Buy a beautiful home, retire early, travel, do everything you've sacrificed. We signed the new documents on a Thursday. Everything went to me, with one exception. Madison would receive $5,000 and Mom's china set. That's intentional, Janet explained. It shows she wasn't forgotten. It prevents her from claiming undue influence. The next Sunday, Madison showed up for dinner. Where's Grandma? She asked. Resting, I said. She's tired. I need to talk to her. About what, Madison? That's between us. She tried to walk past me. I blocked her path. No, you're not interrogating her about money anymore. Excuse me? Madison's face reddened. You can't keep me from my grandmother. I can when you're harassing her. Harassing? Madison laughed. I'm protecting her from you. Really? Is that what you call telling her I'm incompetent? Madison's eyes narrowed. She told you that? I heard it myself. You were eavesdropping? In my own home? No, Madison. I was listening to you threaten me. I never threatened you. I pulled out my phone. Want to hear the recordings? Her face went pale. You recorded me? Every conversation where you discussed Grandma's money and insulted me. That's illegal. Actually, it's not. California is a one-party consent state. I crossed my arms. And those recordings show you attempting to financially exploit an elderly person. Madison's hands shook. You wouldn't. Try me. 3 months later, Grandma Grace passed away peacefully. I was devastated. The will reading was scheduled for the following week. Janet called me the day before. Are you ready? She asked. As ready as I'll ever be. Madison doesn't know what's coming. The next day, I arrived at Janet's office. Madison was already there, looking smug. Mom, she said curtly. Madison? Janet entered with Robert. Thank you both for coming. Let's begin. She opened the file. Grace Wellington's last will and testament, executed 3 months before her death. Madison leaned forward eagerly. To my granddaughter, Madison, Janet read. I leave the sum of $5,000 and my china set. Madison's face froze. What? To my daughter, Charlotte, Janet continued. I leave the entirety of my remaining estate. This includes my residence in Palm Springs, valued at $800,000. My investment portfolio, valued at $900,000. My savings totaling $300,000, and all other assets. No, Madison whispered. That's wrong. The will is valid and properly executed, Janet said. She manipulated her, Madison shouted. My grandmother would never. Your grandmother was of sound mind, Robert said. I witnessed the signing. She knew exactly what she was doing. This is fraud. Madison turned to me. You poisoned her against me. I didn't have to, I said quietly. You did that yourself. What are you talking about? Janet slid a folder across the table. These are transcripts of recorded conversations. You repeatedly threaten Charlotte and discuss your expectation of inheriting. Madison's hands trembled. I was trying to protect her. From what? I asked. From her own daughter, who cared for her every day? You were after her money. I never asked Mom for a penny. You're the one who kept bringing it up. Madison's face twisted with rage. I'll contest this. I'll take you to court. You can try, Janet said. But given these recordings, you'll lose. And it will cost you far more than $5,000 in legal fees. I don't care about the money. Really? I asked. Because every conversation we've had for 6 months has been about money. If you contest this will, Robert said, we'll file elder abuse charges. The recordings are evidence. You could face criminal prosecution. Madison stared at him. You can't. We can, Janet confirmed. Financial exploitation of an elder is a crime in California. Madison looked at me with pure hatred. I'll never forgive you for this. I didn't do this, Madison, I said. You did. 6 months later, I stood in my new home, a stunning 4-bedroom mansion in Riverside with a pool and mountain views. My friend Linda walked in. Charlotte, this place is incredible. I still can't believe it's mine. You deserve it. Grace would be so happy. Robert and his wife Susan arrived. Welcome, I said. This is beautiful, Charlotte, Susan said. The windows, the light, perfect. Thanks to you and Janet, I bought it outright, I said to Robert. No mortgage. Grace wanted you to have security, he said. We moved to the patio where friends gathered. Nurses, neighbors, people I cared for. Linda raised her glass. To Charlotte, and to Grace, who knew her daughter's worth. Everyone cheered. Has Madison reached out? Linda asked quietly. No, I heard she's telling people I stole her inheritance. That's ridiculous, Susan said. My phone buzzed. An unknown number. Mom, I know you're having a party. I saw it on Linda's Facebook. I want to talk. I showed Robert. It's her. What do you want to do? I typed. There's nothing to discuss. You made your choices. Another text. Please, I'm sorry. Can we meet? She's not sorry, Linda said. She just realized what she lost. Should I respond? Remember, Robert said, she didn't apologize when Grace was alive. She didn't come to the hospital or funeral, only after the money. I typed, You had months to apologize. You told Grandma I was incompetent. You said my home smelled awful. Now you're sorry? No, Madison, I'm done. I blocked the number. Good for you, Susan said. Janet arrived with her husband. The house is gorgeous. Thank you for everything, I said. Grace did this, Janet said. She came to me before you called Robert. She said, My granddaughter is showing who she really is. I need to protect my daughter. I didn't know. Grace was sharp until the end. She told me, Charlotte deserves to live in a beautiful home, not that cramped apartment. She deserves to rest. I started crying. Linda hugged me. Your mom loved you so much, Linda whispered. Don't wish for Madison to be different, Robert said gently. She is who she is. Focus on honoring Grace's gift. He's right, Janet said. Grace wanted you to live well, so live well. I retired last month, I said. I'm starting a nonprofit, free respite care for family caregivers. Charlotte, that's wonderful, Linda exclaimed. Mom would have loved that, I said. To Grace, Robert raised his glass. And to Charlotte, who turned pain into purpose. To Grace, everyone echoed. As evening came, I stood at my kitchen window. Linda joined me. How do you feel? She asked. Grateful and sad. I lost my mother and my daughter in the same year. You didn't lose Madison. She lost you. I'm not going back. She can apologize all she wants. You don't owe her forgiveness, Linda said firmly. She threatened you. She tried to turn Grace against you. One sorry text doesn't fix that. I know. You deserve this happiness, Charlotte. Every bit of it. I looked around at my home, my friends, my new beginning. Mom had given me more than money. She'd given me permission to value myself. Justice isn't always about revenge. Sometimes it's simply about standing up for yourself and letting people face the consequences of their choices. And now, I'm living the life Mom always wanted for me. In a home that smells like lavender and fresh paint, not old lady and mothballs. Have you ever had someone close show their true colors when money was involved? Would you have given your child a second chance, or done what I did? Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.